What's good? Sorry about that problem with the mic. What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. I'm going to go ahead and break down what's going on with LeBron James. My thoughts on if LeBron is the GOAT, the greatest of all time for the NBA, or not. And of course, I already put in the title that I think it's a no. So I'm going to break down why I think that LeBron James, although I am going to give him his flowers, one of the all-time greats, all-time scoring leader, that's a big achievement. But I don't think it adds to or take away from his legacy, to be honest. And I definitely don't think that some people say, well, LeBron has had one of the greatest careers of all time. I don't think LeBron has had the greatest career of all time either. He's had a great career, a very blessed and healthy career. And if I was to rank LeBron James on the Mount, Rushmore of NBA, where would I rank LeBron? So that people know I ain't really a LeBron hater. I ain't a hater of nobody. But I would say LeBron is probably the second best player in NBA history behind Mike. But you could be the second best player overall in NBA history, but not have the fifth best career. I don't think he's had the fifth best career, maybe a top 5 career. I do think he's a top 2 talent. I think he's probably the most talented after Mike, probably. I give LeBron that. But I don't think that. I've been doing so much today. I missed, did you see the Westbrook trade? All right, come on, hold on. Let me look right here at this Westbrook trade, because I did miss that. But like I said, LeBron is the second best player in NBA history, I would say. That's amazing. So when I say he could be the second best player but not have a top 5 career, because you got people like Magic with 5 championships, Bird 3, Mike 6. I mean, they just have won more and accomplished more than LeBron in a shorter period. So LeBron accomplished a lot. They tried D'Angelo Russell. I see it just said, hold on, what did it just say? So they have accomplished a lot, and that means that the Lakers are getting D'Angelo Russell back after getting rid of him. They should have kept him, though, because he was doing good when he was with Brooklyn, and he was doing good with the Lakers. They just got rid of him. They gave up on him too fast. But now he done became a baller. So, let's see. Let me send this over here. NBA trade deadline. There's always a lot of going on. Me First said, come on, Jay, pass first player who is number 1 in scoring 2. You from Chicago, right? I am from Chicago. I am biased for Mike. I'm not going to lie. Hey, LeBron is a great player, and I think he's the second greatest of all time behind Mike. Now, could Mike have done that? Yeah, but he didn't want to do that. But he did pass. Wasn't like Mike was a ball hog, but that wasn't what he was ready to do. He was ready to make sure he never lost, dominate. And so his focus was put into the game differently. LeBron, to me, is like Magic Johnson with athletic ability. Magic couldn't jump or really dunk or do too much. And if he would have had more athletic ability, because Magic averaged 20 points a game, really flat-footed. So imagine if Magic could jump, dunk, do all of that, and got to play for 20 years. I see that as LeBron. Like LeBron scores 25 points a game on accident. Because especially in today's game where nobody can really touch you, it's easy for him. He has had taken care of his body in an amazing way. Now, I don't think this scoring thing adds to it because I think this Mike could have been the scoring champ if he didn't retire. Hell, Karl Malone could have been the scoring champ if he'd have played another year or so. But does that mean Karl Malone is a top 2-3 player? Karl Malone not a scrub. I would, and a lot of people always say Tim Duncan is the best power forward. I would take Karl Malone over Tim Duncan. I would. Now, Tim Duncan to me is more of a center power forward. But Karl Malone, man, come on. Damian Kenny, MCJ, Mike check. To make sure it was working. You say, let's crack open the Henny to celebrate. I got a little bit of the Green Goblin over here. I'm going to put the link in here if anybody want to come up and talk with me about sports, LeBron, whatever, NBA. Let's make it happen. Okay. G Cop said Jazz got robbed. I ain't see that trade yet. So Wave Face Killer say LeBron is the GOAT. So here's the thing. LeBron has lost too many championships. He's lost too many times in the finals. He's folded. Yeah, he dragged that Cleveland team to the finals, so I won't count that. But he lost to Dallas with Miami. He lost to the Spurs. He lost to Golden State. So, you know, LeBron, he got some blemishes on his resume. But I'm not going to hold that against him as a player as far as athletic ability, his game. LeBron James' game, he's got a dope little game. It's suited for him and his athletic ability. So he has to have a certain type of teammates. But when he has the right teammates, LeBron James' game is a good game. He got a good game. You said the Lakers got D'Lo, Malik Beasley, and Vanderbilt. Oh, that's a good deal. Malik Beasley can ball. Jared Vanderbilt, the mailman. So it says that trade deadline is Thursday. Let's see who got traded. Three-team deal. Send D'Angelo Russell to the Lakers is largely hinging on how Minnesota values Russell in a potential deal and the return of draft assets. The Lakers and Utah Jazz have a significant deal structure in place, but Minnesota has been engaged elsewhere on Russell too. It says the Lakers, Jazz, and Timberwolves are in talks for the three-team trade. It sent D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley to the Lakers, Mike Conley Jr. and picks to Minnesota, and Russell Westbrook and picks to Utah. I thought they was going to get Westbrook to Minnesota, but I guess they got them contracts. So they want Westbrook in Utah. He about to ball out in Utah because he's going to have total control of the ball. And when Westbrook has the ball handling duties and a surrounding cast, he can make them a contender, a 50-win team. I mean, he actually might end up making Utah a really good team. Watch. It's going to be really surprising. He was just miserable in L.A. Miserable. It says the Jazz are also exploring options with Conley Jr. elsewhere. Mike Conley would be a great fit for Minnesota, considering he already know how to work with, what's big boy, big Stifle Tower. And then they need Towns. They need a pass-first point guard. D'Angelo Russell's not a pass-first point guard. And it says the Lakers have not had any success moving Westbrook's contract, but look like it's about to be over. And that's good. They need to get Westbrook out of there because he was miserable. Everybody was miserable. LeBron playing so hard at his age, 38. I mean, that's embarrassing. And his team is not worth a damn. In LA, don't even go to see LeBron. I think to see his scoring record was like the only sellout. LA don't even give a damn. LA like winners. There's so much stuff to do in LA. Ain't nobody coming to see no losers. Cowboy 2862. Mike all the way. I wouldn't even put LeBron over the Black Mamba. Thank you. Okay. I don't know about LeBron over the Black Mamba, but that's a close one. I'm going to have to get with you with that, Cowboy. It's closer than people give it credit. All right? Because people look at what you can see, which is all the beautiful little stats on the stat sheet. But what Cowboy and myself know, and Cowboy, let me know if I'm wrong, but we know that one of the most important stats that ain't on that sheet is that heart, that killer instinct. LeBron never really had that. He ain't never had that dog. Mike, Kobe, they are going to kill you to win this game. It's like life or death. If you need to win this game to save humanity, you want a Kobe or a Mike who's going to take that serious and attack and destroy you and never let up. It's time to take the last shot. They believe they will hit it every time. Even if they won't. It ain't no pass off, hesitation, think this, whatever that LeBron may or may not do. You don't know what the heck LeBron gonna do. Not to say he's a bum, but that stat, that heart, that dog, that killer instinct, come on, man. Mike, Kobe, it's just different for those type of guys, man. It's different. Cleves, you say, what up, Jay? So are you saying Michael Jordan could have beat those teams LeBron lost to? Of course. Easy. The Spurs, you all are telling me that Michael Jordan and the Bulls couldn't have beat the Spurs. What, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker? Come on, man. The Bulls, they would have beat the Spurs. They would have beat Dallas. So you saying that the Bulls couldn't have beat Dallas and Dirk? Mike and the Bulls wouldn't have beat Dallas and Dirk? I don't even think you believe that. Come on. And the Warriors, I'm so tired of people talking about the Warriors. Yeah, they won one more game than the Bulls. And how'd that end up? The Bulls would have beat the Warriors. So, yeah, I do believe, Cleves, that the Bulls, Mike's Bulls, would have beat every team that LeBron lost to. And I believe they would have beat every team LeBron beat. I mean, LeBron got lucky because he never really went up against a superstar on his level. Jordan always had a match, in a way. LeBron never really had to go up against Kobe. If it would have been LeBron and Kobe in the finals like it was supposed to be, but he got eliminated and Boston went, that would have been his signature finals. He never faced a real adversary. When he went up against San Antonio, it was just a better team. It ain't like, what, he was battling Tim Duncan. He ain't battling no Tim Duncan. When LeBron played against Dallas, it wasn't like it was LeBron and Dirk going one-on-one battling. They wasn't doing that. The only time LeBron kind of did that is when he kind of got a little bit of young KD. But it would have been better if KD was in his prime and met LeBron in the finals with that Thunder team, with a prime KD and LeBron. That would have been special. But he beat a baby KD, a baby Harden, a baby Westbrook. And then they broke it up. So we'll never know. But you all let me know. Who was his sick? What, Steph Curry? LeBron and Steph Curry weren't really. What, Iguodala? LeBron James, Iguodala. That's the legendary NBA matchup we look at when we look at NBA history. Like, no. It was Jordan and Drexler, Jordan and Barkley, Jordan Malone. There's always something, so. What up, Denise? How you doing, sis? What up, Nisha? How you doing? Cleves, you say, thought we saw that Killer Instinct versus Boston. Exactly. That's the only time. When he put up that 44 or whatever and refused to get sent home, that's it. Yep, that was it. But he didn't have that every time. That's how you remember that Boston's so significant. That's why that Boston stand out. Cleves, who was stopping Dirk that year, and Warriors was so stacked with KD. Right. And KD bust LeBron head with the Warriors. KD was trying not to. LeBron wasn't even trying to guard KD in that series half the time. Am I wrong? Was LeBron taking on that responsibility, smacking the flow? KD, what? I didn't see that. Mike, come on, man. Come on, man. Kobe, come on, man. You telling me that if that was Kobe and you got AI or whatever equivalent on the other end of him and they on that team, that, yeah, he may lose, but he gonna take that personal and play his ass off against that dude. Like, come on. LeBron kind of backed up. KD smiling. Foul from 30. Steph Curry shaking and shimmying and flying all on him. Come on, man. Mike might have punched him in the face. No, so, man, I don't know, man. And you say who was stopping Dirk that year? Come on, man. They had a good team that year. I wouldn't say who was stopping Dirk that year. I would say the Mavericks had a good team. They had a good run with a wide open West, similar to like how it's wide open right now. And they got lucky coming up against a baby LeBron and a Miami Heat team that wasn't ready. Because if they was ready, they would have beat them easy. Nobody thought that Dallas was going to beat Miami. Miami wasn't the underdog. That's why it's so memorable. So, you say it was Duncan, Kawhi, Parker, Ginobili, and Green. Exactly, a team effort. See, if Kawhi was in his prime, LeBron got lucky. Even though he lost to the Spurs at one and beat them one. He went up against a baby Kawhi and a baby KD. Had he gone up against both of them in his prime, you could take off 2 of them chips. I guarantee that. You could take off 2 of them chips. If he would have went up against KD today, prime KD on that Thunder team, even with Westbrook and Harden in the same mode, they would have beat LeBron, I believe. And then they would have beat them, the Heat. And then I think, if he'd went up against the Spurs with a prime Kawhi, because Kawhi locked them down and won Finals MVP. That last one, they beat the Spurs, one of them. I don't think they would have beat the Spurs. I mean, really, and if you take away that bubble championship, everybody discount that. And don't let me get to that Warriors championship with that stimulus gift package, as Stephen A calls it, when they took out Draymond Green, suspended him, switched the momentum around. I mean, got too much stuff to say. Jordan's championships are clean. You don't have but this, but that, that happened. He got this when his way. It ain't none of that. You know. Adrian said LeBron is not much better than Sean Kemp from the Clumps. All right, that I really like that comment. It's funny to me. I really liked Sean Kemp when he was balling. I even met Sean Kemp, and he even autographed one of the cards I had. So Sean Kemp is cool. I like Sean Kemp. I know he went through a lot and gained a lot of weight and had a lot of babies and all kind of stuff. But Sean Kemp in his prime was a baller, but LeBron, he's way better than Sean Kemp. I had to give him that credit. But I love that comment. It's funny. Sean Kemp. Nisha, Kobe took every game personal. That's what I'm talking about. And that's a stat that's not on the stat sheet. And that's why I can't say LeBron is number one. He's not the GOAT. And I will put him as the number 2 most talented player in NBA history. Number 2 behind Mike. And but most talented, not the greatest. So if I say top 5 greatest NBA players of all time, and you all let me know who y'all top 5 is in the comment. I'm going to go and put them in order. So if I'm going to go top 5, I'm going to go, of course, Mike is number 1. I'm going to go with Magic is number 2. LeBron, I'm going to say, is 3. Kareem is 4. And I'm over here thinking about between Wilt and Kobe. And what I'm thinking is Wilt was amazing and very dominant and a great player. But also the competition level. You know, it wasn't as many 7-footers and things of that nature. Now, you can say if Wilt would have played, maybe he would have had the same impact as Shaq. If that's the case, I wouldn't put Shaq in the top 5. So, I'm going to say Kobe or Larry Bird. A lot of people forget about Larry Bird, man. Larry Bird, I think he had a better career than LeBron, to be honest with you. Larry Bird, man, he only played, 10, 11 years, 12 years? That was a hell of a run, man. 3-time championship, 3-time MVP in a row. I think they won, 3 championships in Boston, went to the finals 5 or 6 times. He's in the finals half his career. You know, so I don't know. Adrian, if Sean Kemp played in this era, he would be LeBron. Hey, I don't know. Sean Kemp couldn't pass or shoot. So I wouldn't say Sean Kemp would be LeBron. He couldn't pass. He couldn't shoot. He could rebound and he could dunk and he had some athleticism, but I wouldn't put him in that category. You say, what does LeBron do that Kemp couldn't do? Pat, I was just saying I didn't see the comment, but just to readdress, Sean Kemp was very athletic, and if that's what you're seeing, then I see why you're saying that. Sean Kemp was about close to LeBron's height and weight. He could jump, dunk, rebound, all of that, cut to the rim. But He couldn't hit free throws as good as LeBron or shoot mid-range. Definitely couldn't shoot the three. Not that LeBron is a Steph Curry, but he's serviceable at the three, where it's respectable. And now Kemp in that day, big men didn't shoot threes. So who knows what he could have became if that was different. But yeah, Shawn Kemp, he didn't pass and cut the lane and had a court vision. You know, LeBron, I think, is a top 5 all-time in assists as well. So, you know, I don't think Shawn Kemp could do a lot of that other stuff. Michelle Wadler, there is so much LeBron hate in the history of sports. It is a lot of LeBron hate, which I get because of his stance in public, you know, things that he has said in regards on social media or public, you know, forums and things, which people don't like when you say certain things, you know. So I can get why it's hate. I stick to the court. And as far as a player, I don't hate on LeBron. Some people that are big LeBron fans, they think I'm hating because I won't say he's better than Jordan. But I've seen both of them. A lot of times I'm talking to people that didn't see it, Jordan in his prime, live, or younger, or, you know, from different cities. But LeBron is not better than Jordan. And Bill Russell, I was thinking about him with Wilt, but here's why I didn't mention Bill Russell, and here's why I have a hard time, me personally, with a center as a top 5 player. Although I do know that if you use them right, they can be and have been. But when you take it down to individuals, these big guys, most of them couldn't shoot. They didn't dribble, so that means that they could only be effective if they had good point guards on their team that could get them the ball. Bill Russell was effective. He had Bob Cousy. You know, Kareem was effective. He had Oscar Robertson. Then he had Magic Johnson. Wilt Chamberlain was effective. He had Jerry West. You see what I'm saying? So as a big man, you can't be effective without somebody else getting you the ball. So you can't just take over a game by yourself in a way. Mike, LeBron, they can bring it up court, shoot the three, drive, hit the free throw, do this, do. They can be a one-man wrecking crew without somebody else bringing it up, passing it to them, waiting to get set in a spot, turn, do a hook shot. Not that it's not a good move, because if you got somebody that can get them the ball, as we see, they can be unstoppable. But when you break it down to individuals, I look at, could they pass? Could they run? Could they shoot? Could they hit free throws? Could they rebound? Did they have that killer instinct? And so big men can get a lot of that, but they can't rebound. I mean, they can't shoot. They can't bring the ball up court. They mostly don't pass. You know, that's not what they're there for. They may get a couple. So it comes down to them needing some help themselves. So I haven't seen a big man win without damn near a star little guy, Shaq and Kobe. So you got to always have somebody else to kind of help you as a big man and take pressure. And then Bill Russell, his stats are tainted to me. They won all those championships. Hell, the league only has 6 teams, 8 teams. You know, it was only 2 rounds in the playoffs, the first round, and then the championship. And that was it. Just 2 rounds. The first round, and then it was the finals. And, you know, you win 8 of those, and it was no free agency, and Red Auerbach can stack the team with all the talent. You playing with 7 or 8 Hall of Famers on one team in their prime, that'll never happen again. That was like hogging all the talent on one team, and then they win 8 championships in a row and do all that. Like, that's just whack. That whole thing, that's just corny. That could never happen again. That's just like Wilt scoring 100 points and stuff. Like, all of that stuff is comic book stuff to me. That's like, in the beginning, they didn't know what the hell they was doing and didn't have a lot. So, yeah, it was a couple greats, but the league was little and didn't have really much going on. So you got to take some of that with a grain of salt. If LeBron James or somebody with that athletic ability or talent played back then, he would average 100 points a game. You know, half the people couldn't even dunk. So Wilt Chamberlain could score 50 points and grab 25 rebounds if the next center is 6'6". It's like Michael Jordan playing center against Shaq. No wonder he scored 50 points and 25 rebounds a game. I mean, that's like cheating. So, all those old guys, I take with a grain of salt. LeBron is not considered a shooter, but he is able to shoot at a respectable enough clip where you can't leave him open like they did when he was when they played the Spurs and he was with Miami. He's gotten a little better since then. I'll give him credit. So you can't just collapse the lane all the time. I mean, LeBron, he hit his final shot to break the record with the fadeaway jumper that he kind of stole from Mike and Kobe and then threw a little Dirk in it. Made it his own. But I like that shot. You know, Mike damn near broke the scoring record with that shot. Mid-range fade like that. You know, Kobe stole it. It came close his dang on self. So, you know, but all-time scoring is a good accomplishment. It means that you had a long and healthy career, but it doesn't mean anything more than that to me. Suburbia Jones, you said LeBron self-proclaimed himself the GOAT after the Cleveland championship during the interview. I saw that, and that was definitely crazy that he did that, and a lot of people jumped on him about that. And I get where he's coming from. And if he hadn't already lost a couple championships, it would have sounded better. I'm not going to say it would have made sense and he would have been right, but it would have sounded better. But you can't be the GOAT because you can't. Plus, you came back after they had to take Draymond Green out of the game for you. Get him cold. He was about to be the finals MVP. Draymond Green was about to be finals MVP. He was balling. They took him out. Next thing you know, here come LeBron. And there they won. So I put the link in the chat if anybody want to come up, join me, talk sports, talk about the Super Bowl, talk about these NBA trades, all this stuff going on. Let me see what else we got. The Atlanta Hawks trying to get rid of John Collins. I don't know, man. We don't know what y'all think about this Kyrie Irving trade. I think that was a good trade for Brooklyn to get rid of his ass. I definitely don't think Kyrie Irving's going to last too long in in Dallas. I think that Dallas got rid of Dinwiddie so that they can free up some cap space. They're not going to re-sign Kyrie. I mean, if they end up playing great together and surprise everybody, maybe. But I don't think that's in their interest to re-sign Kyrie. I think they just want to get rid of some of that salary. And they may try to get somebody in free agency. So we'll see. But Dinwiddie, he going to be a good fit for Brooklyn. And watch they win. And this is also going to open it up for Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons didn't fit well in Brooklyn with Kyrie and holding the ball and his ball handling duties. they both need the ball in their hand. Ben Simmons can't shoot or do anything really offensively, so he need the ball in his hand just so he can bulldoze and attack smaller defenders. I mean, that's the only way he's really able to score, is because he's power forward, a center, playing point guard. So he knows these 6-foot point guards can't stick him, so he can do what he need to do. But having Kyrie on the floor, that means he playing the point. So Ben Simmons, he got to play small forwards and stuff. That's why he ain't did nothing and only averaging 8-10 points a game or something like that. You know, it's just ridiculous. So I think Dinwiddie, although he can handle the ball, I don't think that's his main focus. And I think that he'll be cool doing whatever. So far, he hasn't had any problems publicly for people to think otherwise, you know. Cheryl, you say Kyrie always has something to complain about. He is not about playing team ball. I agree with you 1,000%. And what I don't like is a lot of young people that try to, you know, make excuses for Kyrie not showing up, not playing. I mean, who can get paid and not go to work? Please give me that job. I'd like to get paid and not go to work, especially some millions. So it would be nice. You say Michael Irvin got sent home ahead of the Super Bowl for drunk pillow talking. I missed that. I just saw ESPN the other day. I ain't see that. I got my boy Young Slim in the building. What's up, fam?
Yo!
They ain't seen you in a minute. How you been?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm trying to survive, dog. How you been, bro?
Hey, same here, man. Hanging in here. It seems one thing after another, but just got to keep trying to make it work, right?
Sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
I see you got the collection over there looking nice.
My Eagles, man.
Huh?
I'm trying to talk about my Eagles.
All right, what's up? I know you hyped right now. I know you a big Eagles fan. I think they gonna win, but they better not have no turnovers because that's gonna put pressure on Jalen Hurts to try to make something happen. What you think?
That's exactly what I said. I think no team can beat us if we don't turn the ball over, but
at least
I don't think any team can beat us that can't run the ball. I don't think Kansas City can run the ball.
Right.
And if you can't run the ball consistently, you can't beat the Eagles. And I don't think Kansas City is patient enough or disciplined enough to actually stick to a run game because they have Mahomes. So they want to throw the ball in every play, and that's just playing right into our hands. We want you to throw the ball in every play. We got the best pass rush since the '85 Bears. We got to me, the best secondary in the league. I just think they're doomed, dog. Like,
all right, well, let me ask you this: it's the coin toss. You want the ball first, or you gonna give it to them?
Like The Rock says, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. They can have the ball first. We can take they can't stop the run, and they can't run the ball. You can't beat the Eagles. That's how I feel right now.
So let me ask you this. So say Kansas City get it first. They score. Now, the Eagles got pressure now. Not that it's a lot. One touchdown don't mean that, you sweating bullets. They still can play their game, but now say, it don't work. That next drive, then what?
Listen, Jalen Hurts has not gotten enough credit this season, man. He hasn't. You know how they try to put that stigma of, he's just a running quarterback. He's just this. Jalen Hurts has been excellent from the pocket this year.
Yeah, he's done a good job.
A.J. Brown was such a big upgrade in our whole everything.
He looking like a star again.
The whole offense.
Yeah.
We have a vertical threat. And Devontae Smith has stepped his game up in the playoffs. Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott. Listen, we got so many weapons. It's just too much. It doesn't. You don't even have to throw the bro. You know what I want to do? Do you remember that championship game that San Francisco beat the snot out of Green Bay? They just ran the ball the whole time. Jimmy Garoppolo just threw the ball 9 times, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that, yeah.
That's what I want to do to Kansas City. That's what I want to do to Kansas City.
Beat them up. Beat them
up. Just like we beat up the 49ers and the Giants. Beat them up. Everybody was picking the Giants. Oh, the Eagles struggled against their backups. We weren't even trying. We went out there with a preseason philosophy. We weren't even throwing nothing. We weren't even trying. We were trying to win the game, but we weren't doing too much to win the game. That's all. And then you saw what we did. Everybody says Brock Purdy got hurt. But
they hurt him, though.
They got Brock Purdy hurt.
Exactly. They don't give the credit. They hurt him. See, a lot of people today don't realize that that's old school football to knock the quarterback out, to hurt him. That's part of the strategy. They don't talk about it as much no more, but when we grew up, that was the strategy, knocking the quarterback. That was the main
goal. Knock the quarterback out.
Yeah. That's
why I don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT, bro.
Because he got too protected.
It was the rules protected him. Yeah. You can't even touch him. Joe Montana.
I was just about to say Joe Montana. Man, how many times they try to kill Joe Montana in them games, man, and he would come back hurt, beat up, and make it happen.
I seen Joe Montana die on the field a couple times and get up and keep playing.
For real.
If you did that to Tom Brady, you get ejected, fined, kicked out the league. It's not the same, man. So when you're playing in this PC NFL and everybody, it's not by accident all these quarterbacks are throwing for 5,000 yards every year.
I know. That's just ridiculous. It's going to destroy all the record books.
It is.
Yeah.
But just because you're destroying the record book, it's the rules. It's not that you're great. It's the rule.
Yep. And they're going to make all these guys go to the Hall of Fame like they the greatest. Yeah. They're going to put, what's old boy on Kirk, in Minnesota? At the end of the day, he going to have 80,000 yards. They're going to put him in the Hall of Fame. He ain't did a damn thing.
But one playoff win, all those yards, and one playoff win. Because you're not that good. You're not that good. But it's the rules that change the game. Yeah. And that's another thing. Like, when you can't touch the receivers, you remember it was a big deal if the receivers went across the middle. You had to have heart to go across the middle.
Because you get laid out.
You get laid out. They don't do that no more. You can't do that no more.
Nope.
It's a different game. I think they should start a different record book, because the records that were made back then were special. These rules, everyone can break them.
And the 1,000-yard rushing season don't mean crap no more.
No. Your backup can get 1,000 yards.
Yeah, you got 17 games to get 1,000 yards. That ain't even 100 yards a game.
It's not. It's almost a different game.
Yeah, it is.
It's almost a different game. It's not as. I know it's brutal, but it's not as physical. Now think about that.
Yeah.
It's a physical game, but nowhere near what it was in the early. It changed in that.
But they gotta do that. I mean, dude just died on the field. People was messed up in bad health. Football players is messed up, man.
You're right. They are. Listen, I understand why they changed the rules.
Yeah.
But that dude dying on the field had nothing to do with.
That was a freak injury.
That was a freak accident.
Yeah.
Like, he's the one that made the tackle. Like, that's just an accident.
And that was just a routine tackle. That wasn't even nothing special.
It wasn't even a big hit.
No.
You know what I mean?
That was weird right there.
I've seen. I'm gonna go back to Super Bowl when the Broncos played the Packers. And the NFC won like 12 straight games. NFC was dominating the AFC in the Super Bowls.
You talking about John Elway?
Yeah, his first one.
Brett Favre.
If you ever go back and watch that game, Steve Atwater, the safety from the Broncos.
Yeah. He's a Hall of Famer.
He is. Knocked out Aaron I think Robert Brooks, himself, and another defender, dog. Like, it was no flag. It was just, but it was like, damn, dog. He just knocked himself out so he couldn't catch that ball. Like, he was out for like 5 minutes and then woke up like, oh, snap.
Right.
Like,
damn.
Different game. That was not a flag. You do that now, it's a flag. You reject it. Like, it's not even the same game. But like you said, football players still are messed up.
Yeah,
so,
man. Football as a sport is in danger. What do you think football gonna look like in 20 years? You think it's still gonna be around?
I hope so, but it
makes so much money. I think it will, because money is very powerful and a lot of people building all this stuff, but it's starting to come out more and more that the football is breaking people down. So I don't know.
Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
I didn't see it.
Well, the Pro Bowl was like a flag league. They did a flag game. And that's basically what NFL's probably going to be in 20 years. Because that's basically what it is now, almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Any hard hit is a flag.
That's why you guys in Philly love this team so much, because they have physical team.
Oh, man.
Yeah, smash
This is the best team the Eagles ever had, bro.
It is.
And the best team the Eagles ever had. It might not be our best quarterback. It might not be our best running back. But as a collective whole, this is the best team the Eagles ever had. And 2017 was...
It ain't even the best defense either. Because Reggie White and them boy... Yeah, so... But as a collective, you got what? The second or third defense, first, the second, third, this, third, that. Put it together.
Yeah.
You know, it's a top-ranked team. Yeah. So, yeah, they had a great run. And I give them credit. I was talking to somebody last year that was all over Jalen Hurts' back as if he wasn't going to do nothing. I'm like, man, it's too early. Give him some time.
See, they never want to give... I'm not trying to be... But they treat black quarterbacks like that, bro. They never really give black quarterbacks the time. The media, I'm saying. Right. The national media don't really give black quarterbacks the time, especially if you're not a first-round pick to develop. But you, what's the dude from the Jets that got traded to the Panthers?
I know who you're talking about, quarterback. What you call? Yeah, they don't give. I'm thinking that's gonna happen with my quarterback at the Bears too, Justin Fields.
But did you see how they were basically, is this a make or break year for Justin Fields?
I know.
That's his second year.
I know.
Let the boys develop.
And the team sucks.
It does.
So
once y'all lost Mooney, it was over. But he is a bad mofo, dog. Give him time. Give him time.
Yeah, see,
I wouldn't. Strong arm. He can. I didn't even know he could run like that.
Yeah, he got wheels. I wouldn't evaluate a player like that without having talent around him.
You got to.
Yeah, you got to see what he can do with players and talent. Then you can see, is he going to be good or not, you know.
Like Justin Hurts, like they were like trying to get rid of him. Mm-hmm. You put AJ Brown on the field. You got Devontae Smith, and then now he looks like a different player.
It does.
Not everybody's Donovan McNabb that can take no-name receivers and keep having success with them.
Right,
not everybody, thank God. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and also, it's a bad stigma, but he a game manager to a sense, and that's a good thing, though. Like, a lot of people look at that as a bad thing. Everybody don't need the quarterback to win it, like Mahomes. You know, you need that's why football is more of a team sport than anything as well. You got a good team. You just need the quarterback not to mess it up.
The ultimate team sport, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
If you call him a game manager all you want. Like, if we winning, I'll be that game manager. You know, they try to put that on Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? But all he does is win games. You know what I'm saying?
Does. Yeah, he does. I know the Belichick was mad he ain't get to keep him.
Or you got a guy like Aaron Rodgers, who it's make or break. If he if he plays bad, you guys lose. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what I want in my quarterback.
If I was him, I'd get the hell out of Green Bay anyway. They ain't sent him no help or talent, and I don't know how long, man. As soon as it's just
when they did have it, they got rid of him. They traded him.
Yep. And the one time they got to stick around when they had some defense and offense with Clay Matthews and the run, they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yo, that year he won that Super Bowl, bro, that was the best receiving core I've probably ever seen in my life. They had Jordy Nelson. Donald Driver.
Yeah.
Greg Jennings.
Yeah,
James Jones.
Yeah.
I don't think they had Randall Cobb until the next year. But that was a very, very, very good, underrated receiving core.
I think Driver, retired after that. Jennings left. And they just had Jordy for a few years or something.
And then they drafted Devontae Adams, and they had Cobb.
Yeah. That was a good receiving core. They all stepped up in the playoffs too.
Big time, dog.
They all
beat my
stepped
Eagles.
up. Yeah. They
beat my Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah, they stepped up in the playoffs, and then Clay Matthews was playing good back then.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah, so that.
And then what's the big dude? BJ Raji.
Oh yeah, the big boy in the middle. Yeah, he ain't last long, but he had a good run then though. Big DT.
Yeah.
What's up, Bap? That's my girl, Bap. She say Rodgers is going to go to the Raiders probably. What you think about him going to the Raiders? They was talking about it. He said he liked it, and they interviewed him, and he's mentioned something to that effect. So we'll see. But
I don't know. I mean, do the Raiders have enough to get? What do you even give up for a 38-year-old quarterback? I mean,
no.
You going to give up a first-round pick?
So I think Rodgers, though, is a free agent, right?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Nah, Green Bay still got him. They still got his rights.
So then, Derek Carr, free agent, I believe.
Yeah, Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I think Derek Carr, if they don't release Derek Carr by, in a couple weeks, they got to pay him. They got to pay him his whole contract.
Roster, okay. So, I'm not. I mean, he would probably go. I mean, let's see, with Brady playing to 45, kind of changed the game with these quarterbacks like that now. So who knows? 38, like you say, normally would be done. He would be on a 1-year deal, 2-year deal at the best. But now they looking at this dude like he got 7 years left or something. Crazy. I still don't see that. They make too much money, go through too much pain to play. But the quarterbacks are the only ones that can get away with it because they sitting there protected so much.
Yeah, because so they can play to their 50, because they are protected. You can't touch them.
And they make the most money.
Yeah. That's why the Eagles are so good, because Jalen Hurts is a second-round pick. I think they said his whole contract, he made $6 million. His whole contract. That's nothing. That's kicker money.
Yeah, that's a steal.
Yeah.
They make that in hot dog sales.
Yeah. So that's why we can afford to add a bunch of different talent. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm excited, man. So who do you got in the Super Bowl?
I'm going. I think the Eagles, with my mind, will win, but I'm gonna go with Kansas City because everybody picking the Eagles. I don't want to just pick it. Everybody pick, but I do think the Eagles got that whip. But I'm gonna go with Mahomes because he's the best player on the field. Yeah. Now, he still need a lot to make it work, and everybody know what their game plan is. Pass. So it's a lot of pressure on him. So I don't think his chances look good. But if they get a turnover and they get up 2-3 touchdowns, two touchdowns, that can put pressure on the Eagles to start to pass and get out of the run game, which that's not what they want to do. And then it can make things interesting.
I cannot see. I just don't see Kansas City scoring 3 touchdowns. Oh, and we don't answer none of them. Or 2. Not even 2. Because...
All right, I'll say here it is right here. I'm going to show it to you right here. Kansas City get the tip off. They got the first possession. They score. Eagles come. They have a turnover, whether they get a pick six, run it back, whatever, or turnover, and then Kansas City come on the field and score. Now you can be down 10-0 or 14-0, just like that.
Okay.
Now what? Now they gotta what? They gonna start running it, running out the clock.
We would have to throw the ball, but I'll take that because Kansas City's starting 3 rookies in their secondary. I'm cool with that. I'll take our receiving core over their secondary any day. Any day.
It's gonna be interesting. I think the real key though of this game is gonna be the front four for each side. That offensive line and that defensive line of Philly. That's the real game.
You saw what we did to Bosa.
Yeah, that's gonna be the real game. What happens with them and who wins, and whether they get pressure or they hold up and all of that. That's gonna make a difference right there. So that's gonna be good.
Wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I cannot wait, bro. I can't wait. I feel like it feels like we beat San Francisco a month ago. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
I feel like time's like slowed down.
Yeah, it always felt like that for the Super Bowl week. Like it's taking forever, that 2-week hiatus. Everybody used to that right back at you every week. Now you got to slow it down a couple weeks. So, yeah, then they have them talking about it all for this whole time period and all that. So, yeah, it does make it seem like it's going to be a minute.
We almost there, though. We almost there.
Mm-hmm. My girl Bap, a diehard Packers fan, so she was saying that she gonna let somebody else have Aaron Rodgers. They tired of him, so
I can see how they can get sick of him. He definitely is a super diva.
He pulling some Brett Favre moments.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
he is.
And basically they put him in the exact situation Brett Favre was in with him. So,
like, I don't know what they're gonna do with Jordan Love. Like, what do you do with Jordan Love? You start him? Like, what I seen when he played the Eagles, he looked good. He looked good.
Yeah,
give him a chance.
Yeah, they're going to play him. They're going to do just like they did Aaron Rodgers with Brett. And now it's going to be Love with Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers will be gone. And they'll be paying him and bringing him along. I mean, hell, they ain't getting no talent no way. So it wasn't like they was going to make a Super Bowl push. They just let Aaron Rodgers do every damn thing all the time.
Too much, man. I don't want a team like that where you got the quarterback doing way too much.
Way too much. Like, which is what I do worry about with Mahomes. They got him doing way too much. And he hurt, banged up. It just doing too much.
That's why the Bills fell to the side of the mountain. They had Josh Allen. It's either hit or miss with him. Like, if he's not having a good game, the game is over. Like, you have no other. Like, Jalen Hurts didn't play great in either game and we blew the teams out.
Right.
We blew them out.
Yeah, he's not the identity for the team. That's why the only reason I say that they can lose is if they have a turnover early. Because the identity is run, and even though it could be down 14-0, it still would be early, and they still could keep their identity. But it could put a little pressure on it, is all I'm saying, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Anything can happen. Yeah. Anything can happen, and the ball can bounce either way. So I won't say that can't happen, but we will see. Now, if we jump on them early, now they're playing right into I think they're going to do what we want them to do anyway. I think they're going to try to throw the ball 50 times, and we're going to win.
I think they're going to throw it 50 times. I agree. So, yeah, it's going to be crazy to see. Everybody know what Mahomes is going to try to do. I do think he probably the best quarterback we ever seen as far as talent and ability and all of that together in the one. I think he probably is better than Aaron Rodgers. I thought Aaron Rodgers might be the best as far as he can move, he can run if he wanted to. He accurate. Aaron Rodgers barely throw an interception. I don't think he ever throw 10 in a year. And, now he does get hurt, though. Huh? Best.
I don't know about Mahomes being the best we've ever seen because there's a lot of great quarterbacks. I don't think
Joe Montana wasn't mobile though. Really, he could scramble a little, but not like a mobile quarterback today. I would say Aaron Rodgers is more talented than Brady, more talented than Peyton Manning, more talented or as talented as Joe Montana, passing wise. More talented than Montana running wise.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
but he also has Andy Reid, who wins with any quarterback he has. He won with Alex Smith. He was competitive with Alex Smith.
Yeah, Andy Reid is a quarterback whisperer, though.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. The only Super Bowl Brett Favre won was Andy Reid was his quarterback's coach.
Oh, you know? I didn't know that. If I did, I didn't remember that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, now that's what's up. Yeah, Andy Reid, man, he's a hell of a coach, man. And it's sad that y'all went to 5 straight NFC championships with
four straight, and we made one in 2008 and we lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
But, that kind of got held against them. That's why
I was going to say it's sad that gets held against him when they really never had any talent except for when they got T.O., at least offensive talent. Now, Westbrook was dope back then. I love Westbrook on Madden, man. Westbrook was dope. And they used him as like a slot receiver back then, too. Yeah. So,
he was like Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, Westbrook was dope. He had a short run, though. I think only like 4 years or something like that. But
he was like,
he was a star.
Back when he was at the top of his game.
He was.
One of my favorite running backs of all time.
Yeah, Westbrook was dope. It was really Westbrook and McNabb holding it together.
That was it.
Pinkston and all them guys was just there. They wasn't nothing you would be fearing, Freddie Mitchell.
Freddie Mitchell, a bust.
Talking all that crap.
Yeah.
So
all them dudes. And we made it every year. And that's why I don't understand why people discredit McNabb like he wasn't that guy. He carried that team. He was like, no, he wasn't as flashy as Mahomes because you were allowed to still get hit back then.
Right.
He didn't have nowhere near as much talent as Mahomes has, or Aaron Rodgers, and he had almost just as much success as them.
Mm-hmm. You know who is very talented that doesn't get credit because he didn't have the success is Michael Vick, though. Michael Vick had a hell of an arm. He wasn't as accurate, though, as he could have been. Except for when he was with the Eagles. He found Andy Reid. Finally got him to be a good pocket passer. If he would have had Andy Reid in Atlanta, Michael Vick could have been he already one of the greats, but he would be talked about with the greats of his, because the way he moves. Go ahead.
I don't think Michael Vick is better than Lamar Jackson.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He could have been. He could have been, but he's not. Lamar is a better passer than Vick ever was. But as far as mobility, he might not be as good, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's close enough that the passing.
Better passing.
Yeah, the running is so close that the passing blows him away, But Vic, if he would have had Andy Reid at a younger part of his career, to help him pass properly, because Vic was running 1,000 yards a season in Atlanta. Like, wow, that's when they'll lay you out too.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so that was something. Vic used to get laid out.
He did. And he's a small guy, too.
He is a small guy. I think he only 5'10" or something. Yeah, he ain't even 6 foot, which is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Yeah.
But
before we get up out of here, let me say, Cheryl, she say, I'm so proud of both quarterbacks out here making history. That is good. Black history. 2 black quarterbacks What you think about that? I think that's about to happen a whole lot more too.
Listen. I think that like just getting there is such a task, man, and I don't think that they really give the credit. Like they don't give Steve McNair and McNabb the credit that they deserve to actually get there. And it seems like if you lose the Super Bowl, they just act like you just suck.
Yeah, it doesn't even like it never even happened no more.
Like it never even happened. So they just treat the winner like a king, and the people who lost like
didn't exist.
Like trash.
Yeah.
So I just don't think that they give the credit. Because think about that.
It's sad that Steve McNair is dead too. Because Eric McNair, they came close. Eric McNair was a good quarterback, man. MVP with Peyton Manning.
Yep. But
you say 7 quarterbacks? What?
Just 7 quarterbacks have been. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe only 7 quarterbacks have made it. Black quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl. 7. There's only one black quarterback in the Hall of Fame. One.
Warren Moon, yeah.
And he's never even sniffed the Super Bowl. So.
But see, that's going to change because they wouldn't give black quarterbacks a chance. So that's part of the problem too. Another racism, thing, because they didn't think black men could be leaders and cerebral enough to remember this and do it. So a whole bunch of that racism thing, but
it's barely enough black coaches, head coaches, I'll say.
Right. Owner, well, that's definitely not.
There is no black owners.
Right. But what the GMs is what I was meant to say. Yeah, this they don't feel comfortable. GMs, I mean owners, working with GMs that may not look like them.
Yeah, so we got a long way to go, man. But Mahomes, I just think Jalen Hurts has to win this game. I just think Jalen Hurts has to win this game.
Do you think this will hurt Mahomes' legacy if he lose?
Yes. Yes, I do.
He might be starting to have that LeBron legacy.
Yeah. Yes.
Making it and losing.
A bunch of just a perennial loser. Like
the best loser.
which is like they use your success against you.
You're right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you made it to the finals. You made it to the Super Bowl, but they use it against you.
Right. You make it to the championship game every year, but you don't win it. Oh, well, you're a loser. Well, hell, it only can be one winner every year. Shoot. Yeah. But
that's how they treat McNabb. McNabb should be in the Hall of Fame already.
I still can't believe he's not in the Hall of Fame, man. McNabb should be.
It's a shame.
Yeah, that's a shame. Definitely.
Like, they're like, oh, well, it's Andy Reid. Well, Alex Smith didn't make it to 5 championship games in a row. And he had Andy Reid as his coach.
Right.
Mahomes did it. McNabb did it. You guys praise Mahomes, but you shit on McNabb.
So, and Alex Smith, man, he was hurt all the time. So anyway, but man, I'm glad you came through. Good talking to you. We might have to do this more often, man. We might have to come do this more often.
Yeah, good to talk to you, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through. About to wrap this up.
All right, bro.
Yeah, definitely. I'll catch you later.
All right, buddy. Thanks for having me, dog.
No problem, man. Deuces.
Eagles, baby. Eagles, baby. Let's go.
We might have to do this either before or after the game. See what's up.
All right, bro. Let me know. I'm always down.
All right. That's what's up. All right.
All right, man. See you guys.
All right. Yep. Later. All right. So, shout out to my guy, Young Slim. Looking out. Appreciate you coming through. We about to get up out of here, man. Peace. Cheryl. Suburbia, you say we really good together. Oh, okay. Appreciate it. I'm good with everybody, baby. Anyway. Hey, y'all be safe out there in them streets. I'll see y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm out of here. Deuces.